Did you notice Gilmore Girls and the Gilmore Mansion remodel? A memory from set, and what would you have done? But first, a dramatic reading of your comment. I understand the need for suspension of disbelief, especially when it comes to season 1 or pilots. I justified this in my head with Emily got mad at the maid, so did a remodel. Yeah, that's the same scenario we were playing out in our heads. Emily did a remodel. Rich people remodel all the time, especially when they're mad or bored. But there was this one time where that remodel became the biggest inconsistency in my head. Let's talk about it. By the way, hi, I'm Valerie. I worked on Gilmore Girls and I share a lot of fun facts from behind the scenes. Please make sure to engage with this post so it'll show up in your FYP, and follow me over on YouTube to catch the ones that don't. I remember working in the Gilmore Mansion that first season. It was so incredibly tight on that set that we weren't really allowed to go in there because there just wasn't that much room. We would do all of our touch-ups for the actors outside before they entered the set. So I don't really remember walking inside there, which is kind of weird. I'm sure I walked in there at one point, but not that often. During second season, they completely remodeled the place. It was beautiful, gorgeous, gigantic. And whenever we filmed scenes, our video village and our chairs would be literally on the set, and we could just walk in there, do our touch-ups, and walk back to our chairs. It wasn't a big deal. Everyone on set was like, well, I guess Emily remodeled. And there was this one time, season 3, episode 13, Dear Emily and Richard, the flashback episode. I remember walking into the Gilmore Mansion and everything was pretty much the same except for the portrait above the fireplace. Did you notice that the portrait above the fireplace had changed? Not only that, did you notice that it continued to be above that fireplace for the rest of the series? But why do they feel the need to change that portrait? In order to make the actors look younger, they added a wig to Emily, a more youthful hairstyle. So they altered the photo that was above the fireplace. And that was the only major change that I'm remembering off the top of my head. They changed the lighting. I believe we were filming probably on a different film stock. The makeup department used a ton of tricks to make the actors look 19 years younger. And I'm pretty sure they put a silk stocking over the camera lens to get rid of those fine lines. And all the actors were wearing period clothing from the mid-1980s. Ed was even wearing a turtleneck. I remember looking around going, oh my God, this is so cool. And then I realized, wait, season 1. The entire set has changed since season 1. And if this had all been a remodel, we should have been filming on that first season set. To me, that is the biggest inconsistency of Gilmore Girls. Obviously, with a budget of Gilmore Girls, we didn't have the money to rebuild that set, much less did they want to. They wanted to be able to transition between flashbacks and present day seamlessly, without you even questioning the fact that this had been a different time period. What would you have done, and did